In a small village by the great tundra lived Alara, a young woman with a quiet grace and a yearning spirit. Her cottage was humble, warmed by a small hearth. Alara possessed a secret love for Prince Theron, the kingdom's heir. His castle stood many miles away, a silhouette of dark stone. Sometimes he visited the villages, his laughter echoing like distant bells. Alara admired his fairness and noble bearing. She believed he was the sun, and she, a small flower turning towards his light. Alara knew the distance between them was vast. She was but a village maiden, and he, a prince destined for greatness. Yet her heart chose its own path, filled with quiet devotion. She watched the northern lights, imagining they carried her silent wishes to the prince's castle. Her love was pure and selfless, a warm light in her life. She often wondered if fate had any surprises in store. Perhaps there was a way to show the strength within her gentle heart. A shadow fell upon the kingdom as the old king grew frail. Whispers filled the air about who would be a worthy queen for Prince Theron. The prince declared that true worth was in courage and a noble heart. He spoke of an ancient tradition, a deed of great bravery to prove such worth. Alara listened, her heart beating faster. The elders spoke of the great white bear of the tundra, a creature of immense power and legend. To face such a beast and claim its heart was a trial of unimaginable peril. Alara stood before the village fire, her decision made. She announced her intention to seek the great white bear and bring back its heart as a token. The villagers stared, some in disbelief, others in pity. Her parents pleaded with her to reconsider, but Alara's resolve was firm. She believed that true love demanded courage. She spent days preparing, gathering supplies, dried meat, a warm cloak, her father's old hunting knife, and a sturdy bow. She had her loyal horse, Swiftwind. This was her quest. She would face the tundra, the bear, and her own fears. Her love for Prince Theron and her desire to prove her strength burned brighter than her fear. She was ready. She would not turn back. Alara mounted Swiftwind and rode out from the village at dawn. The tundra stretched before her, an endless expanse of white. Each day was a battle against the biting cold. Loneliness became her constant companion. She faced many dangers, treacherous ice, sudden blizzards. She learned to read the signs of the weather, her senses growing sharp. Despite the hardships, Alara's spirit did not break. Her determination was a fire within her. She thought of Prince Theron, his kind eyes, his noble words. This kept her going when her body ached and her hope waned. She saw beauty in the stark landscape, ice crystals glittering like diamonds, the aurora borealis painting the heavens. Days turned into weeks. She became as hardy as the tundra plants that clung to life beneath the snow. She was no longer just a village maiden, she was becoming a daughter of the wild. One morning she found them, huge paw prints in the fresh snow, the tracks of the great white bear. Her heart pounded, but resolve was her shield. She followed the tracks into a snow-laden forest. Suddenly it appeared, the great white bear, a mountain of white fur and muscle. Its roar shook the trees, a challenge to all who dared intrude. For a moment, Alara felt a primal terror, but she remembered her vow, Prince Theron, and the strength within herself. The hunt was a desperate dance between courage and caution. The bear was powerful, its claws like daggers. Alara was swift and agile, using her wits and knowledge of the terrain. Her arrows found their mark, but the bear's thick hide was formidable. It charged, and she narrowly avoided its crushing paws. With a final desperate lunge, the bear came at her. Alara stood her ground and with all her strength plunged her father's hunting knife deep. The great beast fell with a mighty crash into the snow. Silence returned to the forest, broken only by Alara's ragged breathing. With trembling hands, she took the bear's heart. It was a symbol of its fierce spirit, and now, of her own unbreakable courage and love. Alara began her journey back, carrying the bear's heart wrapped in furs. She had faced the impossible and survived. She had found a strength she never knew she possessed. Swiftwind carried her with a proud, steady gait. The northern lights danced above her each night, celebrating her victory. When she reached her village, the people gasped. She was changed, her eyes holding a new light of quiet command and profound wisdom. News of her return spread like wildfire, reaching Prince Theron. He summoned her to the royal court. Before the king, the queen, and Prince Theron, Alara stood. She was no longer just a humble village maiden. She was Alara the Brave. She presented the bear's heart and spoke of the spirit of the tundra and the courage it had taught her. Prince Theron saw her bravery and the deep, unwavering love that had fueled her journey. He saw the noble heart he had sought for his queen. The king and queen marveled at her tale. Prince Theron took Alara's hand and declared, "You have shown courage beyond measure and a love that is true and strong. You are the one I choose." Alara became queen, ruling with wisdom and compassion. Her love for her prince and her people shone brightly. Her journey proved that true royalty lies not in birth but in the brave and loving heart.